Though we have got 8 properties, 8 physical properties of metals and non-metals, as they have some exception, it is very difficult to make a comparison between metals and non-metals. So, elements can be more clearly classified as metals and non-metals on the basis of their chemical properties. First, we'll learn about the chemical properties of metal. So, before going to the chemical properties, you should know some of the names of the metals like aluminium, copper, iron, lead, magnesium, sodium, zinc. These are some of the names of the metals. So, let's come to the first chemical property of metal. When metals are burned in air, what it results? Metals combine with oxygen to form always metal oxide. It means that when metals are burned in air, air means there will be the presence of oxygen. So they will always result a metal oxide. See the equation, metal plus oxygen, they will always give a metal oxide. Let's go to some of the examples. See the first one, sodium plus oxygen. Sodium is the metal, oxygen, it is in presence of air, that is oxygen. They will always result as sodium oxide. See the next one, aluminium. Aluminium plus O2. Aluminium is the metal, oxygen is the gas or the air. They will always result aluminium oxide. Let's take another example. See, copper. Copper is a metal. When they will react with oxygen, that is they will burn in air, they will always result a copper oxide. Now let's balance it. 2 and here will be 2. Okay. So we have got a copper oxide. But here also you have to keep some things, important things in your mind, that sodium, potassium, they react so vigorously that they catch fire if kept in open. So they are always kept immersed in kerosene. It means that sodium and potassium are so reactive, so strong reactive metal that they can easily catch fire if they are kept in open. Means when they come and combine with the oxygen, they will catch fire immediately. See the second one, iron. Iron doesn't burn on heating. Only the iron fillings, they burn vigorously. See the third one, copper doesn't burn. They only have a coating over it, and that is coated with copper oxide. And the last one, see, Au and Az. Au is the gold and Az is the silver. Silver and gold doesn't react with oxygen. Now the question arises, why? Gold and silver are very less, or we can say least reactive metal. So they do not react with the oxygen. In the first property, chemical property, you will find a term that is amphoteric oxide. Amphoteric oxide is nothing but when a metal oxide reacts with acids as well as bases, they always produce a salt and water. Sodium oxide, it is a metal oxide. Aluminium oxide, Al2O3, is a metal oxide. So let's take an example of amphoteric oxide. Let's take Al2O3. When it reacts with acid, take an acid, that is HCl. They will always result as salt, and that salt it will be AlCl3, and with a production of water, H2O. Now let's balance the equation. 2, 3, and see on the reactant side, here it will be 6. Okay. Now the second property. When metals react with water, that is H2O, what it results? When metals react or it is come in contact with water, it will always result a metal oxide and hydrogen. And when that metal oxide, it is again reacted with water, it will result a metal hydroxide. Let's take an example. Let's take sodium. Sodium is a metal. It is reacting with water or it is combining with water. They will result a sodium hydroxide plus water. But we came to know that metals, when it react with water, it will give a metal oxide plus hydrogen. But in case of sodium, what happened? Sodium is a very high reactive metal. So metals like sodium, potassium, they react violently with cold water. In case of sodium or in case of potassium, the reaction is so violent that the hydrogen gas which is involved here, it will immediately get fire. So here it directly changes to a sodium hydroxide. But in case of aluminium, when it reacts with water, it will give a aluminium oxide plus hydrogen gas. Now let's balance the equation. Here it will be 3 in the product side. Come to the reactant side, 3 here, and it will be 2 here. Let's take another example related to this. That is, take calcium plus water. When it is mixed with water, it will always result calcium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. It will be always in the gaseous form, it will be in the aqueous form, and water will be in the liquid, calcium will be in the solid form. Now why calcium directly changed into hydroxide? Calcium most reactive. After sodium and potassium. So calcium with water is always less violent. So calcium directly get converted to calcium hydroxide. Here also you have to remember few things. That is, sodium, potassium reacts violently with cold water. Hydrogen which is evolved catches fire immediately. Second point, magnesium doesn't react with cold water. It reacts with only hot water to give the metal hydroxide. Third, it is aluminium, zinc, iron doesn't react with either cold or hot water. They react only with steam to form metal oxide and hydrogen. And the last, which is very important, lead, copper, silver, gold do not react with water. That is why they do not react. Simple. Lead, copper, gold, silver, they are least reactive metals. So they could not come in contact with the water.